So yeah, those slabs that I cut from that tree that I cut down, I'm just kind of taking this grinder with a sanding pad, just a 7-inch sanding pad, just kind of grinding that down. I'd have to say that's probably about, I don't know, 3-4 inches thick or so. I'm just making like a little bench to sit on. Just taking that grinder, and you can see how it's not perfectly flat, but I'm not really concerned about that. It's just going to be a little bench to sit on. So then I took this old wire spool, made a little radius around the edge here, something to follow. Just make it rounded rather than square. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of fiddling around with now. Yeah, done smoothing it out as best I think. And just, yeah, kind of nice and smooth. It's not just a, chunk of wood, just a little stool to sit on. That's all it is. So now I gotta go find some metal for like some legs. So I see I got this big chunk right here, some little square and some tube. And I got some other miscellaneous stuff over here, like a piece of square. But yeah, see what I find. So I found a piece of angle, some square tube, 1.5-inch square tube here, and some of this 1-inch Schedule 40 pipe. So I'm gonna make some legs out of that. So let's get to it. So you see how that one is. Got the nut on the inside. I'm going to weld that nut on, and then I'll be able to loosen this bolt when the this is kind of like the base of the table, so I can loosen that bolt to kind of even the bottom of the, not table, but chair, stool. So kind of what I get going on through those holes. Putting these guys down in here like so. Then when I weld them on, they'll be stationary in there, and then I can like loosen this, loosen or tighten, depending on how like uneven the floor is. So the table or the chair will actually sit level. So yep, that's what I'm up to now. So I got these angles put in. I'm gonna use these. I've had this pipe, these pieces of pipe laying around when I squished up an old trailer. Tore down a trailer, so I'm gonna just kind of reuse those. And then these are the bottom of the leg for the chair. So something, artistic looking. So yeah, just lop these off, probably about 13 inches, somewhere in here. Whoop. And then get these fit up, and then I'll have something to sit on when I put my shoes on. Cool. So the bubble on the level is about 332 away from that other line. So pick this guy up, get it about right to where it was down below, somewhere in there. I'm not really too incredibly concerned about it because it is just a chair, bench, that's what I'm looking for, a bench to sit on. Put a little squeeze clamp on that. Get it about where I want it, right there. A little squeeze clamp action on here. Yeah, I wanted to cut off about that much anyway. So, grab my soapstone. Make my line to cut. Make my line to cut. Make my line to cut there, just for giggles. Put it on this way, see how level this is this way. It's not too bad. On there, and this was about 332 off of level, which is still about the same, and it's about 332 off level, so I've got it the same. So I'm going to clamp this board on here just for giggles. Ooh, I'm going to go this way too. That's pretty close to being the same. Yeah, the board's twisted. Pop the level up there. It's about the same as what it was down below. Pop there. It's about the same what it was down below. So I can put some harder tacks on here, clamp it up, and put some harder tacks on it. Then I can pop this off and weld it. What fun. What fun. It's really much more enjoyable doing kind of random stuff like this than working at some sad factory. Being a sad factory worker. Alrighty, put some heavier tacks on there and then I can weld it up. Pretty nice to put this on. Pop these legs back on here, like so. Pop these legs on, pop those back in, and then I can enjoy having a seat while I put my shoes on. Imagine that. Pop this one on, pop this one on. That one. Those little height adjustment feet for the bottom. Get the other impact for that. Going in there too nicely. What is wrong with you? There you go. And got a nice little stool. It's kind of wobbly, but that's what those bolts on the bottom are for. I can wrench them around, whatever. So cool. Oh boy, look at that, look at that, look at that. Nice. About 3 hours, got it done. Nothing super fancy, but just functional. Functional, looks halfway decent. Cool. Oh, I just put a little coat of clear coat on that. Looks kind of nice. Got the little funny, silly looking legs. Yeah, just clear coat on that. I kind of like the rusty look. Industrial. But, yeah, it turned out pretty decent. Little bench to sit on. It's better than just like cutting up a pile of firewood, so pretty nice. Changing my shoes into my work boots. Right here. Slide these on. Oh, this is a nice bench. This is a nice bench. Pop my shoes on. Put them back where they go. And out the door I go.